Wabarakatuh. Well, I'm Immi Maulidyah as the moderator for our essay writing project presentation. Here, I will show and explain the contents of our cover. Our essay types is narrative essay, and we take the title is My First Experience in Islamic Boarding School. We took the title because the rules in the in boarding school indirectly become a culture in boarding school life. So take the title roles violation to tell about action that turn away from culture and norms in boarding school. So under the title there is the logo of Universitas Negeri Makassar. Next, there is the name of our lecture, namely is Mem Amra Aryani SPD MPD. So the next is our class name. We are from the class of B, and we are the group 2. Our members are Muhammad Adnan Prasetyo, Adillah Dhiyanti, Immi Maulidyah, Nur Syafa Malik, Faras Dwi Larasanti, and Nurul Fadillah. And the last part of our cover is the name of our department, and we come from English Education Study Program, Faculty of Language and Literature, Universitas Negeri Makassar, 2022 to 2023 academic year. So, the first material will be explained by Sister Nur Syafa Malik.
My name is Nur Syafa Malik. I will explain the questions our group made for interview session. List of questions. Questions for Adnan as the first source. 1. What violation have you committed while at the boarding school? 2. Based on your experience, what is the most fatal violation you have ever committed? 3. Did you commit the violation alone? 4. Why did you commit the violation? 5. How did you feel when you were caught violating? 6. What punishment did you get after you were caught violating? 7. And the last question, after the incident, was there any initiative to change for the better? Next questions for Adnan's friend, namely Adit, as the second source. 1. Are you and Adnan best friend? 2. At what time did you commit the violation? 3. Who found you when you committed the violation? 4. How do you and Adnan got caught? 5. And the last question, when and where did the incident occur? We will present evidence of the interview session with Adnan and Adit in the documentation session. That's all from the section of question for interview. The next section will be explained by my friend.
I'm Adillah Dhiyanti. I will explain about our essay outline. The title is Rules Violation in Boarding School. First paragraph. Adnan had spent 2 years in an Islamic boarding school and he began to feel the urge to rebel. Second paragraph. A. Skipping congregational prayers for social media indulgence. B. Hiding the phone and using it in secret. C. Involvement of Adnan's best friend and roommate, Adit. Third paragraph. A. Adnan and Adit had been inseparable since their first year of high school. B. Their secret adventures with their phone usually took place at midnight. Fourth paragraph. A. Adnan and Adit carelessly used their phones in their unlocked room. B. One of the dorm leaders judged them red-handed. C. Adnan and Adit were called by their dormitory principal and handed down their punishments. Fifth paragraph. The moral value contained in this story is that act of violation or cheating will not always be delicious and enjoyable. Thank you.
Okay, I am Muhammad Adnan Prasetyo as the current speaker. I will explain about the content of our essay, Rules Violation in Boarding School. First, we have introduction paragraph. The introduction paragraph sets the stage by introducing the main character, Adnan, and his initial adherence to the rules in an Islamic boarding school. It highlights his growing desire to rebel and engage in acts of defiance, starting with a violation of laptop usage rules. Next, let's talk about the main body paragraphs. First, we have paragraph 2. This paragraph continues to explore Adnan's rebellious behavior, focusing on his skipping of congregational prayers to indulge in social media on his laptop. It mentions his most serious violation of hiding his phone and not submitting it to the dorm leader. Adnan's best friend and roommate Adit also joins him in these clandestine activities. Next, we have paragraph 3. This paragraph provides background information about Adnan and Adit's close friendship and their shared desire for excitement and mischief. It explained their justification for their actions, believing that their temporary pleasure outweighs any potential consequences. Their secret adventures with their phones usually occur at midnights, when everyone else is asleep. Next, we have paragraph 4. The narrative takes a turn as Adnan and Adit are caught using their phones in their unlocked room, and their secret usage is exposed by dorm leader. Their phones are confiscated, and they face punishment for their actions. This paragraph highlights the moments of realization and the consequences they have to face. Next, let's talk about the conclusion paragraph. The conclusion paragraph reflects on Adnan and Adit's acceptance of their punishments and their decision to learn from their mistakes. It emphasizes the importance of understanding the risk and temporary nature of rule breaking, and it conveys the moral value of honesty and obedience. The paragraph encourages readers to consider the potential consequences of violating rules and to strive to become their better versions of themselves.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nurul Fadillah from Group 2. Here I will explain the documentation part of our group. Alright, let's get started. Here's some picture or documentation that we attached when we were working on the narrative essay. First, this is the documentation when we were interviewing the first informant to get the information we needed. While the informant answered every question asked by the interviewer, and there was a colleague beside him who wrote down every information of time. Next, we move on the second informant, where our group conducted an online interview with the person concerned and asked several questions as evidence of the truth and quality of the incident. And then there is the documentation of the group's work. This is some documentation of when we worked on the narrative essay. There was Nur Syafa Malik, myself, Nurul Fadillah, Faras Dwi Larasanti, Muhammad Adnan Prasetyo, Immi Maulidyah, and the last is Adillah Dhiyanti. Maybe that's all the explanation about documentation for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, the last part is the attendance list of our group. Our first meeting was on Wednesday, May 27 on campus. Our second meeting was on Friday of the same week, May 19 at the regional library. Our last meeting was on Thursday, May 25 at the same place, the regional library. So we had a total of 3 meetings and all of our group members participate in every meeting's discussion. Thank you!
That was the presentation of the material from our group. We hope it is useful and can help you in completing essay writing with the narrative essay type. Okay, see you. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.